Welcome to the Husky Highlight Show. I'm Lauren Lemieux.
And I'm Jacob Thorpe.
And we're here inside of the NBA-esque Matthew Knight Arena, and the Huskies put up a good fight, but unfortunately they're coming away with a loss tonight.
That's right, Lauren. It was 81-76. The Huskies kept it close, but Oregon was clearly the better team. Still, the Huskies had a lot of encouraging signs tonight. Let's get to those highlights.
Abdul Gaddy committed the first turnover of the night just 30 seconds into the game, which led to this score from Oregon's E.J. Singler. UW's Scott Suggs answered with this three-pointer to get the scoring underway for the Huskies. With 17:20 left in the half, Tony Woods slammed it through for Oregon, giving the Ducks a 6-3 lead. Then redshirt freshman Andrew Andrews came in hot off the bench for the Huskies, burying this three-pointer to put the Huskies up 10-8 5 minutes into the game. Abdul Gaddy managed to tip in this miss for the Huskies, but Oregon responded immediately on a fast break with this thunderous dunk from Carlos Emery to put the Ducks up 20-16. With 7:50 remaining in the half, C.J. Wilcox brought the UW within one at 24-23. Then, with 4 minutes to go in the half, it was Wilcox again with this jumper to tie the game at 28. But the Ducks didn't let the Huskies gain any momentum and regain the lead once again. Sean Kemp Jr. hit this jumper with 27 seconds left on the clock, and the Huskies went to the locker room down 37-33. Early in the second half, Aziz Njai slammed this bucket through for the Huskies, keeping them within shouting distance of Oregon. But E.J. Singler answered back for the Ducks with this dunk, bringing the score to 41-35. Singler continued to dominate in the second with these back-to-back plays, putting the Ducks up 10 at 50-40 with 14:24 left in the game. With 7:23 left in the half, these free throws from Carlos Emery gave the Ducks a 14-point lead, their largest of the game. The Huskies kept battling, and Gaddy brought the score to 70-59 with this and one play with merely 3:13 left on the clock. With 1:40 left, Sean Kemp Jr. tipped this in to cut the score to 9 at 72-63. Then this tray bomb from Suggs cut it to within 4 with 48 seconds left. But that was as close as the Huskies would get. Damian Dotson hit this free throw to put the final score at 81-76, and the Ducks came away with the victory, bringing them to 18-2 overall and 7-0 in Pac-12 play. With this loss, the UW fell to 4-3 in conference play.
All right, and we're back. Now, the Huskies were only down by 4 going into halftime, despite having 15 turnovers. They only had 6 in the second half, but that's when Oregon really started to pull away from them. Jacob, what happened there?
Well, Lauren, the Huskies were keeping it close, but then Oregon just really kind of started to assert themselves. They had a couple quick bang-bang plays. All of a sudden, E.J. Singler would steal the ball, he'd make a layup. He'd steal the ball, he'd make another layup. And then they were down, and they were never really kind of get out of a cycle where they would play a little catch-up. They'd use all their energy getting the score close again, and then they were tired, and then Oregon would just pull away again. And they never really kind of were able to break that cycle.
That's right. The 21 turnovers for the Huskies tonight really is what hurt them. They did a good job on offense when they did have the opportunity with the ball. Andrew Andrews led in scoring again with 15. Gaddy and Suggs both had 13, and Wilcox had 14. And Sean Kemp surprised us with 12 points tonight.
That's right, Lauren. The Huskies came out with a lot of energy tonight. Suggs and Andrew Andrews came out with a quick 7 points, and you could really see a lot more fire from the team. They shot well at 52% for the game, and if they played like this against Utah and Oregon State, this would be their first conference loss. But they didn't, and it's not, and the Huskies really need to win next week.
Yeah, and that's something that both Romar and Andrew Andrews said in the press conference today. Even though they lost tonight, they're more excited about this team's attitude.
You think you guys played with a lot more spirit and fight tonight than the other night?
Yes, definitely.
Why?
Sadly, I just think it's the environment. They're ranked. We know they're good, so it's just a whole different mindset coming in here.
They're going to need that Thursday at 6 p.m. when they play against Arizona at home.
That's right, and we'll see you next week. For Lauren Lemieux, I'm Jacob Thorpe. Thanks for watching.